Hey guys, Miss Lily here. I want to say fantastic start to the school year. I am so pleased that most of you guys got started really well last week and you're off to a great start, working hard, asking questions, doing everything to be good students. So I want to help you. A few of you guys are new to my class. Maybe you had Mrs. DeClerc last semester, or maybe you're new to TOPS altogether. But just a couple things to help you. And maybe even if you were in my class, maybe you want to do a little bit better this semester. So a few things that I want to talk about that maybe can help you get started. First, there's this to-do list over here. Please don't use this. It doesn't always put things in order. It's going to show up by due dates, but it's not going to have things necessarily in the order that you need to complete them. So if you click on your class and you go to modules, within each module, your assignments are going to be in the order that they need to be completed. And in math, especially, you need to complete things in order. Okay, and this says always start with a module overview. That is important as well. There's no grade attached to this assignment, so if you went to the to-do list, this is not even going to show up. So what's in the overview? Well, in the first overview, there is a welcome video. There is information on all the review stuff, a whole document on things from last semester that we learned. There's a link to the online, how to access the online textbook. There's information on how to take Cornell notes. And of course, your essential questions, your learning objective, your suggested pacing guide, which in my mind is the most important thing each week to kind of get you off on the right track, and then your standards. So there is tons of information in this overview that would be beneficial to take just a few minutes, look over. I would use the suggested pacing guide to make a plan for the week so you get off to the right start. But last week we had 3 days and this week we have 5 days. So that's why the first module is larger than normal, because we combined the first and second module. That's why it says modules 1 and 2 overview. Because last week was a short week, we just kind of put it all together. All right, so if you follow this pacing guide, it's going to help you finish on time. And you can see that on Friday, I don't have anything on the pacing guide, finish anything that's left, make sure everything's been submitted correctly. This is a great day if there's something you made a low grade on, if you need to go back and retake it. You know, I have a very flexible policy on everything except discussions and tests you can retake. If it's not open, all you have to do is say, Miss Lily, can I retake lesson 14.1? And I'll go in and open it so you can have a retake. Okay, so this first week, I gave you a day to do that. Built in, most weeks with math, we do have a full schedule just because, like every school, there's a lot of standards to cover in math, so we kind of have to keep going. All right, so again, work in order through your module. You can see next week's module is a 4-day week. If you look at the overview, next Monday is Martin Luther King Jr. Day, so there's no work assigned. You can still work on that day. You can work starting Saturday. So Saturday, Sunday, Monday, if you want to get started early, and then maybe not have any work on Thursday, Friday. So you do have to work each week, and you do have to turn in things by the due date. But we do have the flexibility that you get to choose what day you want to work on. And since next Monday is a holiday, you have one more day to be flexible with. All right, one more thing I want to address is note-taking. All right, so with all of our assignments, you will be required to watch the videos and take notes. I do this for several reasons. One is in real life, if you get a career, it's good to be able to take quality notes. You know, you need to be able to take notes that's going to be beneficial, that when you look back later, it's useful information. So we use Cornell Notes. I use Cornell Notes. Miss Whedon Miss Trivett, Mr. Lamy. That's just a few. There's other teachers I know, but a lot of teachers at TOPS use Cornell Notes. So we try to do that to where you're learning the same type of notes in all your classes. But then taking notes is going to help you remember and hopefully help you practice skills in order to be able to do the math. Okay, so math is not osmosis. You can't sleep on your computer and just wake up and know it. You have to be taught, okay? So you have to watch the videos. You have to take notes. And visual learners learn by watching. Audio learners learn by hearing. Kinesthetic learners learn by doing and experiencing. And then some people learn best by reading and writing. So by watching and listening to the videos while interacting and taking notes, hopefully you're going to get the best experience and you're going to learn well from being an online student. Now, are the math videos as exciting as watching the YouTube videos where cats and dogs are doing tricks? No, they're not. They're for education purposes. It's for you to learn. And so you may have to watch a video and then take a break, go walk around the yard and get a little bit of sunshine and come back and watch another video. We don't expect you to sit in front of your computer all day, every day, doing your work. You do need to take frequent breaks. And if you find yourself not paying attention, then get up and go do something for 5 minutes and come back. Like if your breaks are longer than your work time, that's not good. But it is good to take breaks. And make sure when you're trying to watch videos and take notes, you're in a quiet space where you can focus and kind of try to learn the information that you need to learn. So those are just some little things, hopefully, that will help you do a good job as you get started. And I am kind of strict about the notes because I feel like that's an important concept in learning. So I give you a grade, like I feel like I reward you by giving you a grade for taking notes, and that should be something that you're automatically doing anyways, but I want to give you credit for that. So your notes are 10% of your grade in this class. Some people get all the points for their notes every single time because they do a fantastic job. There's a few of you new guys who are still learning, and I understand that. But just make sure you go back and keep doing it until you do it correctly so that you're earning all those points. And once you figure out Cornell method and you figure out, what you need to put in the notes, and again, a good thing to do is look at the bulletin board module. And there's a couple examples of student work here. If you click on that, you're going to see how another student has done that. So you can see that start with definitions, and then you've got examples. So you've got examples with the problem, and then it lists the domain and range. So your domain is your x's, your range is your y's, and it's very detailed, and the examples are clear and easy. You can see they've got this left column over here and the right column, which is part of Cornell method. And all the information that she needs. You can see too that she has underlined important information that she's going to need to know. And then here, like an example, talking about whether it's a function or not. This one's a function. She put yes, all the x's are different. Here it's not a function. She put no, and she circled the two that are the same to remind her that if the x's are the same, it's not a function. So again, very neat, organized. This would be very useful. And then the last thing in Cornell Notes, you should have a summary. So for Cornell Notes, make sure you have your name, the lesson, the date, have it organized into columns, and then have your summary at the bottom. There is an example on how to do Cornell Notes, but sometimes looking at how somebody did it in your actual class can be beneficial as well. So again, good note taking, an excellent skill to have in all of your classes. All right, I believe that's all I have for information to help you get started. But again, if you have any questions, as always, please reach out during my office hours. I'm on Hangouts. Outside of my office hours, just send me an email or message me through Canvas, and I'll get back to you within 24 hours unless it's a holiday or a weekend. All right, I hope you guys have a great week. I will talk to you later.